Hi everybody, this is Catherine from In the Pink Designs. I hope everybody had a good weekend. My project today, I'm not sure what I'm going to call this yet. It's kind of like a matchbook, but it's not exactly like a matchbook. It opens up and a fun size candy will go in. That's a Kit Kat, also a Hershey, anything that's sized like this will fit in there nicely. Probably Nestle Crunch also. Alrighty, and I used the Scary Cute stamp set along with the Stylish Shapes dies and the Layering Circle dies, and the DSP is the black and white designs. And of course I used some Gorgeous Grape, Granny Apple Green, and Pumpkin Pie Cardstock. Okay, so what we need for this project is we almost always need a piece of basic white for stamping. We need a piece of Gorgeous Grape that is 9 by 2.5. You can get 3 of these out of each sheet of cardstock. We need 1 piece of the Black and White Designs DSP that is 3 by 2.25. 1 piece that is 2.25 by 2.25, and 2 pieces that are 2.25 by 2. Alrighty, and then we need, well, we actually need 4 circles when you count the basic white, but we're going to start with the Granny Apple Green from these are all layering circle dies. Granny Apple Green is 1 7/8, and then 2 scallops. The 1 scallop's going to be pretty much hidden underneath, just because I wanted to pop this up with dimensionals, but I wanted it to be strong because you're going to be picking it up like that, but it's really not necessary. I just wanted to make it extra sturdy. So 2 of the same size, that is 2-inch scallop circles, 1 from Pumpkin Pie, 1 from Gorgeous Grape. And then what we cut the image out with is a Stylish Shape die that is 1 5/8 inch. Okay. All right, this is my host code. If you're going to spend anything $150 or less, please put that in and I can get the Stampin' rewards and share them with everybody who purchased. $150 or over, get your Stampin' rewards. Okay, so don't put that in then. Alrighty, so let's start with our piece of Gorgeous Grape and my Simply Scored, and we're only going to be scoring on the 9-inch side. And we're going to score at 2.5, 3, 6 1/4, and 6 3/4. That's it. All of the measurements will be on my blog, which is linked below. I'm just going to fold and burnish these score lines. And if I've never told you before, I fold them in towards the bump. Okay, so how we have this, there on the ends there is a 2.5-inch strip piece here, and this piece is 2 1/4. What we want to do is have the bottom be on the left hand side, okay, which is the 2.5-inch side, right? Let me just double check, but I can pretty much see it's bigger. The bigger one, that's 2.5. This side is 2 1/4. So the bigger side is where we're going to be cutting out our hole. Okay, so first we have to put our DSP onto it because I don't want to have to do it twice and try and match it up. So I'm going to use Stampin Seal so that my glue does not squeeze out, because I really don't want to wait for it to dry completely. And I'm going to put this piece on the square that is 2.5 by 2.5. Let me just double check. Yes, 2.5 by 2.5, and we put the DSP on that is 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. All right, and then I'm going to use this die from the Fabulous Frames dies. If you don't have anything, if you have the window die, I think there was a window die years ago, you can just pop it in there if you want. But this is the die I kind of felt was the best size. So I'm going to put this almost a ½ inch from the top. Okay, and then I'm just going to put my low-tack tape and I'm going to cut this out and I'll be right back. Okay. All right, and if you have a use for this, I'm not sure with the DSP on there, but you could use it for a decoration on another project. All right, now this is what your cardstock should look like after you're done scoring it and cutting out that window. Now we'll put the rest of our DSP on. So we need the one piece. It's going to close like this. Okay, so why don't we do that first? So I'm going to take some liquid glue and I want you to go flip it over, and I want you to go from the middle of your opening to the top and down to the middle of my opening on that side. And we're just going to make sure that your bottom is relatively straight when you put it down, and then just hold that there for a little while. And this will make that little pocket for you to put your treat inside. I got a little bit of glue, so I'm going to try to get that off. This is a gum eraser. I got it actually from Dollar Tree. I used to have a really good one that I got at one of the expos, but I haven't been to one of them in a long time. Okay, so right there is where your treat will stick in. Okay, so let's put the rest of our DSP on now. We're going to put, let's close it up, and one of the pieces that is over 2 1/4 by 2 goes on this top flap here, just like that. Okay, and then the other piece I'm going to flip to the other side for the inside and put that on. It's the same 2 1/4 by 2 inches. Okay, and then on the back is the biggest piece that is 2 1/4 by 3. This is a great project for your scraps. Okay, then we're just going to put this aside and let it dry. And we're going to do some stamping. So we need our piece of basic white. And I'm going to get some gorgeous grape ink and the fairy princess from Scary Cute stamp set. And I'm just going to, this is a really, really nice and inky stamp pad. So I'm just going to put it right down. Good. All right. And I'm going to take this die from this Stylish Shapes dies that is 1 5/8. Okay, so if you have anything close to that that can cut out this image, I'm just going to tape it on there and I'm going to cut it and I'll be right back. Okay, and that's our little princess or fairy. Okay, so that's that. Now we'd also need a strip of pumpkin pie cardstock, and we're going to put just the top of this trick or treat. We only want to ink up the trick or treat. Now you can put a piece of tape down here to cover up the rest of it and rip it off, but I'm going to try to get just the trick or treat if I can help it. Okay. Good. And And then I'm going to take the same die that we cut the opening with and put that over my trick or treat, and I'll cut that out and I'll be right back. Okay, and here's the little tag. All right, so this little tag we're going to put right inside the top flap, and I'm just going to put it on there with liquid glue. I'm just going to shoot for the middle. Okay, now we need all of our circles. Put away the purple one for now. The scallop circle from Pumpkin Pie is 2 inches, and the smooth circle from Granny Apple Green is 1 7/8. And I'm just going to glue those together. And then I'm going to glue our 1 5/8 inch image circle on there. Alright, so now I'm just going to stick in my treat. It stays in there nice too. Alright, and what we want to do now, I'm just going to be using the first circle, the other scallop circle that is 2 inches out of Gorgeous Grape, and I'm going to figure out, I want to make sure that this top is pretty straight, okay? And then I want to put, after we're sure the top is straight there, I'm going to put my circle right in the middle, okay? And I'm going to take a pencil. I'm just going to make a little bit of a mark where it is on the side there. Okay, and then I'm just going to glue the top half down. Well, probably the top 3/4. And I'm just gonna match it up to the marks that I made. Okay. All right. Okay, then we're going to take our 3/8 inch low profile adhesive Velcro dots, and I'm going to put one right up here in between. It's where the circle and the actual top part flap meet. I'm just going to have it overlap a little bit. Okay, and then just make sure and try not to cut your window here too low, because then we won't have enough room to put our, that's why I did it about, I'd say it's probably 3/8 inch or 1/4 inch. Well, from here, which is the actual cardstock, it's 1/2 inch. The top of the die is 1/2 inch down. All right. Okay, and then I'm going to take the other one and put it with the adhesive facing up. And just try to make sure that this part is straight up and down in the air. And push this on. See if it'll come off. Not quite, so I'm going to stick my take your pick into there to separate them. And I'll take out my treat and just push that a little bit so I don't squish my treat in. Okay. And then that's your closure. Okay, oops. 3, 2, 1. And then that's your closure. Okay, you can see the inside there. All right, and then all we need to do is to attach this is to take our dimensionals and put them on the back of the top piece that has the actual image on it. I'm going to put that right on top of the other scalloped circle. And you don't really even see that. Oh, I put it on crooked. Oh no. Can I get it off? I can. Oh, goodness gracious, Catherine, pay attention. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. They're still sticky. Okay. We want to make sure we put it on right on top, but make sure that Your princess is straight up, almost straight up and down too. There we go, that's better. Okie dokie. Now, okay, now we're going to take some of the glittered organdy ribbon and make a small bow. I'm going to clip it off. This one sheds a little, but I love glitter, so it doesn't bother me. All right, and we're going to put it right up in this left corner. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 2 glue dots and a little bit of glue. So what I'm going to do is roll my glue dot as best I can, because this is kind of small, and put it on the left and right of the knot. Okay, and then I'm just going to take a dab of glue and put it right on the knot. And then I'm going to put it right on the upper left, right above the circles. Okay, and then for the final touch, I'm going to use some of the 21 to 23 in color Opal rounds. I'm going to be using the Fresh Freesia ones. And I'm going to use the sticky side of my Take Your Pick tool. And I'm going to put a big one up here, a big one right there, and then a small one right over there. Okay, that's it. If you have any questions, my email is below, along with the link to my shop and the link to my blog, which has all the measurements. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.